Alright you guys, I want to do a little quick run through of my Zim Matrix settings. And as for my mouse, I'm using the ROG, which is the Asus Harpe Ace Aim Labs edition. I play on 36,000 DPI. I have angle snapping turned off. I have it at 1000 Hertz. That's pretty much that's it for like the DPI part on like what I use. I used to use 800, but I started using the maximum DPI, which is the mouse can hold. So let me show you also what I use on the keyboard and then over to the Zim settings. So now we're coming into the keyboard settings that I use. As you can see, I have the wooting 60 HE, and there's two different profiles that you could use. I usually use the digital profile where it just acts as a normal, you know, 0 to 100 when you hit the button for keyboard movement type of stuff. You can set it to where you can make your own profile, which would be rapid profile, which is analog profile 1, and you can have it to mimic like the controller movements on your WASD. I have that profile set up, but I don't like the way it feels. So I just stick with this one, which is a digital profile, which again, it's the regular keyboard movements where there's no fucking, you know, your character's movement is not going to be all stiff. So as soon as you hit the, you know, A to D to W, whatever the hell you moving to side to side, it's going to react from 0 to 100 quickly. So performance wise, I have all keys set to 0.1 mm. I do have rapid triggers on all keys. Now the sensitivity for the rapid trigger, so it can reset, you don't want it too high because it kind of messes up the whole purpose of, you know, if you're trying to slide and you have it on all the keys like that, it's going to kind of cause it a delay to where you can't even slide correctly, and there'll be like a weird ass like animation where you crouch but you won't slide. So the way I fix that is I leave it on 0.40, or you can bring it all the way down and put it to 0.80, which I have been playing on that lately. But you cannot, like I said, you could test it out and see what you feel that you would want to use whenever you want it to reset it, so you can constantly keep sliding or jumping, because it resets the key every time you let go of it. Now this right here, I have it turned on because if you turn it off, apparently the keyboard reads your, you know, key press response down to 2 milliseconds. If you turn it on, it can bring it up to like down to 1 millisecond, so it can be a lot quicker. A lot of people recommend it, but if you're a person that likes RGB on your keyboard, as soon as you turn this on, it will dim it, but it's not crazy dim, so it's still there. But you can save whatever you do on this, you can save it so it can move over to the Zim, because this keyboard does have an onboard memory chip. As far as remapping, I don't mess with any of these advanced keys. I haven't messed with any of it. So that's pretty much what I use as the settings for my wooting 60 as the keyboard. Now let's jump over to the Zim Matrix settings. Alright you guys, now we're back over to Zim Matrix for my settings. Now make sure you get the profile Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I play this game pretty much on the PlayStation 4 here. I don't know how to tell you for the settings. I'm assuming it might be the same thing for Xbox, but this is going to be for PS4. So make sure your Zim Matrix and your manager, both of them, are at the update of 809 is what you want to have as your last 3 numbers. Now also too, you want to go to connections settings. Make sure you have it set to connect via USB for your, you know, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, PS4, or PC. For PS5, I don't know what to tell you on that because I don't know how to do the remote play, all that. Now you want your pull rate, like I showed you also on my mouse, I'm using a pull rate of 1000 Hertz. Now the up rate for your Zim Matrix, make sure that is set to 1000 Hertz. Now, again, you can see I have my mouse, keyboard, and then the PS4 controller that's supposed to be connected at 1000 Hertz. It's reading it, that's green light. Open up the little pencil tab. Down here, you can see set it up to be mouse and keyboard if that's what you play as. And once you get that loaded up, it should tell you or ask you what mouse DPI you're going to be using. Me, again, I'm using 36,000 DPI, which is the maximum DPI that I can use for the Asus mouse that I have. For my hip sensitivity, I have it at 145.0. Now my smoothing, I did a custom smoothing, which is, it's not really custom, it's been out there. But if you put precision at 3.0 and the rest at 0%, it's a mixture of light, but you still have aim assist. So it's like light smoothing, but with a little bit of aim assist, not too bad. But the way I have this set up, for me personally, it feels like I have aim assist, but it's not really heavy, so I'm able to like move off of one target onto another one quickly, you know, if I react quick enough. So the mechanics for the ballistic curves, I just leave that alone. I don't even mess with that. You really don't need it when it comes to like Call of Duty games, unless you want to be crazy and turn quickly, then yeah. My aim down sights I'm using for sensitivity is a 95.0. The activation, I have it set just a standard 224 millisecond for the activation. When you aim down sight, it's just regular. Pretty much to share the aim settings is also the same thing that's going to be for smoothing. It transfers over to your ADS. Button layouts, I left everything pretty much standard that you normally get, but the only thing is this right here is supposed to be for my anti-recoil settings for the smart actions. I use my middle scroll wheel for triangle. I use a side front mouse button to reload. For me to hit God mode or do unlimited kinetic, I have my letter E with R1 and L1. And then to heat wave, I use Q, which is the R1. So on a controller, it would be, you know, for both buttons, for me, I put it for E so I can get my kinetic on, and then R1 to hit Q, which would be my heat wave, so I can kick it into unlimited. I use X to jump. V is for me to throw EMPs or whatever when people have services or fucking sentry guns. I toss those out. I have number 2 for good game. 3 to go down on the score streaks or whatever the fuck celebration that button is. The letter F for me to call my score streaks in the game, and then 4 is to, like, I think to do a threat emoji or whatever. 1 as my option button. Tab to look at the scoreboard. Escape to hit the middle PlayStation button, and then the delete button to share, like if I'm gonna like screenshot some shit or whatever. Group names I don't use. Input modifiers I do not use. Behavior simulator, I used to use the movement stick at 5%, but I don't mess with it no more since I got the wooting. But again, I don't like analog movement anymore. It just feels fucking weird on a keyboard, at least for keyboard wise. Joystick and all that, it's pretty cool, but no. Game roles, I really don't know what the hell this does. I just put this all the way to 1%. And as far as that, you guys, that's literally all the settings that I have for my Zim Matrix, that I was able to drop this, you know, gameplay for y'all. And it was an actual nuke that I dropped with 9 unstoppables. I think it was on Exodus, and it was a slow game because there was only like 1 or 2 people, and then people would just come in and then jump out. But y'all enjoyed the rest of the video, and drop a like for these settings. You know, this game is fucking old as shit, but you know, people still request, you know, settings for Black Ops 3. So drop a like, leave a comment what y'all think. And this is at 36,000 DPI at 1000 hertz pull rate on, you know, Skypad glass mouse pad, the wooting 60, and then the Asus Harpe Ace mouse. So drop a like, you guys. I'll see you on the next one.
It's long, man. Hey, man, niggas know I'm rocking, man. 74421 FMB take money shit, man. Bro, what's up? Yeah, long, yeah. long, yeah, long. Look. If you with that funk, I don't care about your age. Like homie 15 and got shot in the face. Disrespect, that's how you shorten your days. Disrespect Tony, meet him in the grave. Smoking your homie, they say the little niggas some gas. Young niggas with me, they ready to crash. Hit bro with the tech and they out through the flag. This for attention, you going, I said. Oh, I'm trying to come up from nothing. Feeling like Luther the way that I'm busting. Niggas said long money broke, he was bluffing. Now I'm getting clout, they my cousins and brothers. Drum on the Drake, so you better be cautious. We only finished whatever you started. Shooting so fast, ain't no duck weaver dodging. You mention my people, then we get retarded. They took my brother from me for no reason. Fuck it, you know, boy, it's time to get even. Hop out the car with the cutter, I'm squeezing. If he ain't dead, ain't no such thing as leaving. Do you understand me? I'm misunderstood. Nickname me Engine, I stay in the hood. I go where I want with a gun, y'all good. I'm a rapper and bodyguard, feeling like shit. If I front you that pack, run off, you dead. 2, 2, 3, cut off your leg. We hit his arm, chest, head. Scoot up like Lou in the name of my dad. Trapping ain't dead. These niggas scared, need a brick of that dog. Fuck the feds, been trapping so hard, been up for days. No time for pussy, I'm stuck in my way. These niggas rap, Chuck E. Cheese. I need a cup of peas, He know not to fuck with me. The chopper hold up, but these have you bleeding out burgundy? Yeah, in and out surgery. Bullets burn to a 3rd degree. Turn your block to a murder scene. Don't got a chamber whenever I get when you reach for that bitch, I'ma cut off your arm. Don't let the smart fool you not came with a ruler. That too gon' get me out of harm. They was sleep, I turned on the alarm. Terrorists, I'ma blow like a bomb. Shine bright, I'm right under the sun. Come shop, I need all of my funds. I don't give a fuck where you from. You play with that gang, then you know how we come. We get the load in them guns, shooting shit up cause we do this for fun. Look, game ain't a game, better know how to play. Got a little bitch, say she know where he stay. We gon' follow the car till he open the gate. Ain't let the little 40 just open his face. How about the car, run him down with the K. Get in my way, ain't no way you escape. We hit him up, hit him all in his face. Then through the car in the lake. No face, no case, 38 shit, catch a murder, 1 homicide, ain't leave no trace. Can't sleep when it's smoke every day in your hood. Can't hustle, can't grind, only option to pray. When the pressure turned up, only option to spray. If a nigga start tripping, we gon' drop on the day. Shoot him in the leg, have him hop in the way. I can shoot a whole 100 without dropping a K. Fuck the DA, they ain't dropping the case. But I don't give a fuck, I ain't signed anyway. Labels on my dick, I can sign any day. But I'm signed to the streets, I got buying in the safe. 12 tryna hang me, said 15 okay. I left him, left cut through the paper away. Pull a take K if they revoke my bond. 12 gotta catch me, I'm doing the race. Fuck you and whoever rock with you. Make sure they willing to die with you. Make sure they willing to slide with you. Beef with me, easy to die with. Yo, bitch wanna work it out, but I do not exercise. Crazy men, women, don't need extra guys. I made the news and I got criticized. Supposed to been dead, but the shooter was blind. If me be walking, they I recognize. But me, I bet your life get minimized. I fucked the mind that a bitch hypnotized. Every time that we fuck, she catching butterflies. No run for no niggas that day down and catch a life sentence. Hop in the car with a Glock in the minutes. I hang with robbers, trappers, and killers. And plus, I'm a shooter just like Reggie Miller. Bitch, I'm a fool when I'm shooting the pistol. She just ain't that boy in the same day you kissed her. No, I can't chill if you ain't beneficial. And that bitch is down, but she ain't got a nip. She broke. No money. I need that bread by the loaf. Bang. You know what I do to a hoe? Fucking pass it to my bro. Feeling like 4 times, just about 4-9. Seen her, I hit him with 4. 4 niggas just got the drop on like 4 hours. I gave them 4 niggas to go. Ooh, if the pussy good, I might nut in it. Yeah, for sure, I go nuts in it. Niggas mad, they cannot fuck with me. See him in person, like nigga, what's up with it? Sometimes I wish that I wasn't the rapper. I'm not a rapper, little bitch, I'm a factor. I make a call and make everything happen. Really come for trapping, ain't from me, I'm texting. I got a plug on the south, and I got agency on the north. Get a nigga killed off word of mouth, but I'd rather show a nigga what I'm bout. Look, I told my nigga, sit in the front seat, we put the bitch in the back seat. I fuck from the front and fuck from the back. Had a little bitch running like a track meet. Drop her out like we put him on that pill. Text her from who? Boy, you ain't that still. I probably shot like 3 niggas last year. Play with low money, boy, this is your last year to live.
Bitch, I give a fuck how he feel. For real, my little nigga ready to drill. I ain't chasing no bitch, I'm tryna run up a meal. He playing get beat like Emmett. He saying got bodies, we don't know who you killed. He big foe, I just popped 2 pills. My boy tryna scope, no hoop, dreams. He tryna work on his shoe skills. She eat it up for Chanel's.
Okay, take this shit from up.
Damn, good shit.
Capcom, get me
Damn,
back.
she died almost 40 times. Fuck.
You better run.
bitch, I'ma swing this hoe till it's over.